13 Mysterious Haunted Hotels in Missouri, July 24, 2023 by Travel in Missouri. Finding Ghosts Missouri style. Missouri is home to a tremendous amount of paranormal activity. The Travel Channel ranks Missouri as the 8th most haunted state in America because of haunted locations such as the home that the book and movie The Exorcist was based on and the ghostly activity at the Titanic Museum, to name just a few. Haunted places in Missouri include historic mansions, museums, abandoned buildings, and of course cemeteries. Many Missouri haunted locations are also some of the historic hotels throughout the state. Chances are if you book a room at one of the 13 below hotels, your stay may include a paranormal experience. Missouri's 13 most haunted hotels. Some Missouri hotels embrace their ghostly inhabitants and others try to hide the haunted sightings and stories. Nevertheless, some of the most haunted places in Missouri are hotels and B&Bs. Do your own paranormal investigation and let us know which of the below are the most haunted hotels in Missouri. The Elms Hotel in Excelsior Springs. Photo courtesy of the Elms Hotel. The Elms Hotel in Excelsior Springs dates back to the 1880s and is known as one of the most famous haunted hotels in Missouri. It has burned down not once, but twice and has quite a haunted history. This centuries-old hotel is known to have several ghosts and spirits that are said to still roam the halls. The most haunted area in the hotel is believed to be the 3rd floor, where staff and guests have reported seeing paranormal activity. People have reported seeing a woman who roams the halls looking for her child and a maid wearing a 1920s-style uniform. Both women are said to play tricks on guests, such as pulling hair and moving or throwing items around. In addition, the lap pool area is the location of several different spirits, making for an eerie swim for guests. The spirit of a gambler involved with illegal activities during the speakeasy days of Prohibition is said to roam near the pool. He was allegedly killed by the mob during one of the illegal drinking events. The Elms Hotel offers haunted tours so visitors can decide for themselves if the halls are really haunted. Address: 401 Regent Street, Excelsior Springs. MO. Check out reviews of the Elms Hotel on TripAdvisor, and our favorite site to find the lowest hotel prices is Hotels.com. Mulebach Hotel in Kansas City. This building was once a theater before it began operating as the Mulebach Hotel. Today it is known as the Kansas City Marriott. It has been host to countless politicians and visited by every president from Theodore Roosevelt to Ronald Reagan. The historic building in downtown Kansas City is known to have a ghost called the Blue Lady. The ghost has been reported to appear at the hotel from time to time over many years. Described as a blonde in her early 30s, the ghostly presence has been seen wearing a 1920s-style blue dress with her hair tucked up into a wide-brimmed hat. Some have speculated that she is the ghost of an actress who once played at the Gaiety Theater next door, and searches the hotel for a lost lover. Address: 200 W 12th Street, Kansas City. MO 64105. Check out reviews of Kansas City Marriott on TripAdvisor, and our favorite site to find the lowest hotel prices is Hotels.com. Morse Mill Hotel in Hillsboro. This pre-Civil War hotel is the oldest haunted bed and breakfast in Missouri. Located in Jefferson County, the Morse Mill Hotel property has been a hospital for Confederate prisoners of war, a brothel, a speakeasy, a United States Post Office, and a halfway house. The Morse Mill Hotel is known to be a hotbed of paranormal activity with a rich historic past dating back to 1816. It is also believed to have been a stop on the Underground Railroad. The stone wall in front of the building was hand-carved by freed slaves. The hotel is also said to be home to several ghosts and one of the most eerie of Missouri haunted places. Annabelle is a friendly ghost child who is known to play in the attic of the hotel. Tourists have left toys for her, which they said Annabelle has moved around the rooms. A pre-Civil War slave is said to lurk in the dungeon, a dark room in the basement that still bears evidence of shackles. People also have heard cooking noises from the empty kitchen, and witnesses said a door has been repeatedly slammed shut, perhaps by an angry guest from long ago. Read about all the reported Morse Mill Hotel ghost stories. Address: 8850 Old Morse Mill Spur, Hillsboro. MO 63050. Hotel Bothwell in Sedalia. Hotel Bothwell was built in 1927, and it's been through a lot over the years. Actors, politicians, and important people have stayed there. At one point, it was a senior living facility. The 3rd floor is said to be occupied by several different ghosts. Some people say they see and hear children, feel the weight of someone sitting on their bed, cell phones being unplugged and moved and replugged in, running in the hallways, voices from the air vents, the elevators moving on their own, doors opening and closing on their own. and a former employee reported having scratches on the back of their neck. While most of the experiences happen at night, nearly every staff member has a story to tell. Address: 103 4th Street, Sedalia, MO 65301. Check out reviews of Hotel Bethwell and TripAdvisor, and our favorite site to find the lowest hotel prices is Hotels.com. The Lemp Mansion INN in St. Louis. CNN Travels reported the Lemp Mansion is one of the 10 spookiest buildings in the world over the years. The Lemp Mansion was transformed from the stately home of a millionaire to office space, and then decayed into a rundown boarding house, and finally restored to its current state as a fine dinner theater, restaurant and inn. The list of ghostly sightings and paranormal activity is so extensive that this hotel is not only known as one of the top Missouri haunted places, but also said to be one of the 10 most haunted places in America, and CNN Travels reported it as one of the 10 spookiest buildings in the world. In the 19th century, John Adam Lemp introduced lager beer making to St. Louis, and the Lemp family became royalty to St. Louis. However, 5 of the Lemp family members committed suicide, and the heir to the brewing company, Frederick Lemp, died mysteriously. William Lemp, who was unable to cope with the loss of his son, killed himself 3 years later in one of the mansion's bedrooms with a gunshot to the head. In 1970s, reports from workers said they felt as if they were being watched during renovations of the property. One worker claimed he heard someone calling his name and no one else was in the vicinity at the time. One woman, who was a visitor, claimed to have approached a man seated at a table only to have him disappear right before her eyes. Sightings of the Lavender Lady are also common at the property. Other visitors have experienced unexplained sounds, items being picked up and flying through the air. There is also a piano that has an invisible spirit who plays, but no one is seen at the piano. Locking and unlocking of doors is another creepy activity that people have reported. Come for a mystery dinner, take a ghost tour, or if you are really brave, stay the night. Address: 3322 Deminal Place, St. Louis, MO 63118. Check out reviews of Lemp Mansion on TripAdvisor. Hotel Savoy, now 21C, in Kansas City. Photo courtesy of 21C. The historic Savoy Hotel and Grill building has been transformed into 21C Kansas City. The hotel is a 6-floor, red brick building built in 1888, in a European, Italian Renaissance design. As the 21C, it is considered one of the very cool, trendy, and artsy hotels, but the building has long had a reputation and history of having an atmosphere of generalized spookiness. Rumors of incidents and sightings have been reported by tenants throughout the history of the Hotel Savoy. Witnesses at the hotel have heard unexplained voices, spotted shadows, and have heard doors open and close by themselves. Some people have reported a feeling of being watched and followed on the second floor. EVPs have also been captured, along with photos that have shown orbs and apparitions. A little ghostly girl wearing Victorian-style clothing has been spotted on the 4th floor, and the elevator is known to get stuck on the 4th floor pretty often, or it will send its passengers to the 6th instead when they push the 4th floor button. Address: 219 W 9th Street, Kansas City, MO 64105. Check out reviews of 21C Kansas City on TripAdvisor, and our favorite site to find the lowest hotel prices is Hotels.com. Holiday Inn in Eureka. Photo courtesy of Holiday Inn. In the early 1800s, Indians who lived on the land where the current hotel grounds are located made huge springs. When travelers heading west would pass through, the Indians would give them water, so the area became well known. With the westward expansion came more and more people, so the government bought the land and hired Irish masons to build a barn in the shape of an L that could accommodate many people. Today, what is the Holiday Inn in Eureka, MO, is said to be haunted by a young ghostly girl named Aggie who used to reside there. According to stories, Aggie fell to her death from a window of the barn, which stood where the banquet halls and front desk now are. Witnesses have spotted her running through the halls or peeking at you around a corner. Another story says there were 2 elderly women staying at the inn and they found a dead man in their bathtub. After they ran out screaming, staff checked the bathroom and found nothing. Many have reported hearing someone running down the hall near the banquet hall, seeing mists in the banquet hall, hearing laughter coming from the banquet hall, seeing lights flicker, TVs turning on mysteriously, water turning on in the bathroom only to stop when the door is opened, and doors closing and opening. Address: 4901 Six Flags Road, Eureka, MO 63025. Check out reviews of the Holiday Inn and TripAdvisor, and our favorite site to find the lowest hotel prices is Hotels.com. Riverside Inn in Hannibal, built in 1917, when prostitution, gambling, and criminal activity were all in fashion. There is no wonder the Riverside Inn would have a very rich haunting history. 111 Bird was built in 1917 by an enterprising madam from Chicago. It was the only bordello specifically designed and constructed for its intended purpose. Previously, Lula Bell's Bed and Breakfast and now the Riverside Inn. The building is rumored with supernatural reports that include items that are thrown or moved in the kitchen, utensils that get twisted into pretzels, orbs and mirror reflections. Disembodied voices and footsteps have also been heard here, and the apparition of a lady in white has been spotted. Visitors in the upstairs bed and breakfast rooms have reported hearing voices and footsteps when no one was around, having their doors locked and unlocked by unseen forces, seeing the shadows of people at times, and even on rare occasions being touched softly by the unseen. Address: 201 N Main Street, Hannibal, MO 63401. Check out reviews of Riverside Inn and TripAdvisor, and our favorite site to find the lowest hotel prices is Hotels.com. Garden House Bed and Breakfast in Hannibal. The Garden House Bed and Breakfast in Hannibal has been named one of the 10 best places in the country to sleep with a ghost by the NBC Today Show. The Garden House was built in 1896 and was a private home to many affluent families before becoming the bed and breakfast it is today. Countless guests have claimed they wake up between 2 and 3 a.m. for unknown reasons. Something simply causes them to wake up. In one case, a man discovered the fan in the room had been turned off while he and his wife slept, yet no one else was in the room. The scent of men's cologne is sometimes detected as well. Orbs and odd lights are found in many photographs taken at the Garden House, and images of apparitions have been glimpsed in the upstairs windows. Several mornings in a row, the innkeeper found silverware scattered all over the dining room table. A photograph taken in the dining room shows the shape of a man's face, but no man was there when the picture was captured.
Please like and subscribe. Please post comments for which haunted building you want me to a history video on.